You ever have those days at work where it feels like everyone is just spinning their wheels? I mean, a total flurry of activity, your inbox is exploding, meetings back to back, but you're not actually getting anywhere? Well, we're about to dive into the framework that separates all that chaos from real strategic success. Let's get right to it.
So let's just start right there with that huge question. Is your organization busy or is it productive? And trust me, the difference is absolutely everything. See, busy is just motion. It's the appearance of work. But productive, that's progress. That's focused, deliberate movement toward a goal that actually matters.
And the tool that gets you from busy to productive is what we call strategic portfolio management. The best way to think about it is like an architect's master blueprint for a massive skyscraper, right? It is the one single source of truth that makes sure every team, every project, and yeah, every single dollar is all contributing to building that one unified vision. Without it, you're not building a skyscraper, you're just laying bricks all over the place.
Okay, so just like any great structure, success has to start with a solid foundation. These first pillars we're going to talk about are the absolute bedrock of the whole system. Get these wrong and, well, nothing else really matters.
This bedrock really rests on two main ideas. First up, strategic alignment. This means every single thing you're working on has to directly serve the big picture goals of the organization. If it doesn't, you have to stop and ask the tough question. Why are we even doing this? And second, once things are aligned, you have to prioritize them by value. You rank them based on the actual measurable impact they're going to have on the business. This is all about making smart choices using data, not just whoever has the loudest opinion.
And you can really see that challenge right here. I mean, look, all three of these projects probably seem important. They might even feel urgent. But when you look closely, their potential business value is totally different. This is what strategic portfolio management does. It forces those honest, sometimes really difficult conversations that get you to focus your precious resources on the things that are going to move the needle, not just the stuff that's making the most noise.
All right, so the foundation is set. Now it's time to start building the core structure. These next pillars are all about the rules and the resources that turn that blueprint into an actual reality.
First up is governance discipline. Now, hang on, this isn't about creating a bunch of red tape or bureaucracy. Not at all. It's simply about having clear rules for the build. You know, who gets to make the final decision? How are we going to track our progress? And who's accountable when things inevitably go a little sideways? Good governance is what prevents chaos and makes sure everyone is playing from the same sheet of music. Next is a pillar that is so critical: resource optimization. Let's be real, you only have so much money, so much tech, and most importantly, so many talented people. This is the discipline of deploying those assets intelligently, making absolutely sure that your best people and your critical funds are aimed squarely at those super high-value projects we talked about earlier.
This brings us to a really crucial balancing act between two key pillars. On one side, you've got risk management. That's all about proactively looking around the corner and asking, okay, what could possibly derail us? But on the other side, you have benefits realization, and that's constantly checking in and asking, are we actually getting the amazing results we thought we would? One protects you from the bad stuff, the other makes sure you get the good stuff. You absolutely need both. It's non-negotiable.
So, the main structure is up. Now we got to focus on the pillars that make sure what we've built is going to deliver real, lasting value. You know, long after the big launch party is over.
In the world we live in today, I mean, come on, nothing stays the same for long. That's what makes dynamic adaptability so essential. Your initial plan, it's really just a starting point. A great portfolio doesn't shatter when the market suddenly shifts. It pivots. It flexibly moves resources around to deal with the new reality, instead of just stubbornly sticking to a plan that's already out of date.
And that kind of flexibility really depends on our next two pillars. First, there's stakeholder engagement. This means you're actively keeping everyone who has a stake in the game informed and involved. That's how you build trust and get real buy-in. And you pair that with transparency, giving everybody a clear, honest view of the progress, the challenges, the whole 9 yards. When you put those two together, you create this environment where problems get spotted and solved super quickly because everyone's on the same team, pulling in the same direction. We built the structure, we've made sure it's valuable. This last, final pillar is what makes the entire system a living, breathing thing that actually learns and gets better over time.
And that 10th pillar is continuous improvement. Look, the end of a project isn't just a finish line, it's a goldmine of data. What went right? What went horribly wrong? An effective system captures all those lessons and feeds them right back into the process. That way, every single future decision is just a little bit smarter and more informed than the last one. It creates this powerful learning loop for the whole organization.
So here's the main takeaway. It's not about doing just one of these things right. It's the powerful combination of all 10 of these interconnected pillars that creates a truly strong strategic portfolio. From that initial alignment all the way to continuous improvement, they all work together to build this incredible engine for success.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Take a hard look at the work that's being done all around you and ask yourself this. Are you, as a team, building a landmark that's designed to last for the future? Or are you just putting up another structure on a shaky foundation that's pretty much guaranteed to crumble under the first sign of pressure? The blueprint is right here. The choice is yours.